Hi, I'm Kurt Kelly for Live Video Inc. and Actors Reporter with coverage from NAB 2012. In this episode, Michael Constantine from Prime Focus, Keith LeSac from Harmonic, and Celebrity Spotlight shining on Ted Sarandos of Netflix. All this and much more coming up in this edition of NAB 2012, live from Las Vegas. I'm Kurt Kelly for Actors Reporter and Live Video Inc. Stick around, we'll be right back.
Hi, this is Ann Fellman with Rimage Corporation. I'm the product manager of Signal Online Publishing, and we're here at NAB 2012. And I just had the pleasure of speaking with Kurt Kelly from the Actors Reporter.
Welcome to NAB 2012, live from Las Vegas. From Las Vegas, it's NAB 2012.
I'm Nicolas Bourdon, I'm Marketing and Communications Director of EVS, and welcome to NAB 2012 for Actors Reporters.
I'm Kurt Kelly for Actors Reporter and Live Video Inc. And now we meet Marylis Monton, who is spending her time at NAB working for American Express this year to get her input on what it's like to be a new person at NAB. Hi, I'm Kurt Kelly from Live Video Inc. and Actors Reporter, and we are here on another day of NAB 2012, and you're here representing several facets of yourself.
Yeah, I'm actually here, I do PR, I'm with American Express, love them, but I'm also an independent contractor. I do dance professionally, I'm a backup dancer, and I do indie films, so I'm also an actress.
And a singer and a playwright. Now, when you say a dancer, what type of dancer, what type of shows, what type of experience?
I do mostly hip-hop. I do a lot of backup for local artists here in Las Vegas, and when I'm in Los Angeles, I do some backup as well. So
would we see you in upcoming shows, music videos, things of that nature, or we're working towards that?
Well, I've been in past, but a lot of live concerts, backup, yeah.
So what is the most exciting part of this convention to you?
To me, it's, it's very large on technology. It's fun seeing so many new things that haven't come out yet. I've seen the 3D without the glasses. That's going to be fun.
It's amazing.
Yeah, and honestly, to me, it's meeting and networking with a lot of great people in the industry, very active, very humble, a lot of directors. It's just great. The gathering, the people here, I really enjoy.
Is this your first experience with NAB?
I've been here before, and I've seen it, so...
What's changed?
Let's see, I feel like it just gets bigger. And I think the technology, of course, it's not the same every year. Everything, it's like, last year it's one thing, and then next, like the iPad, and now it's like the iPad 2, and all this is just more and more and more. Where
are you headed in the next couple of years, and where do you think this show is headed in your future?
That's interesting. Definitely, I'm here in Vegas, and I do travel a lot to LA, so I'll definitely be in LA.
Okay.
Be doing more acting gigs, more dancing. I do a lot of dancing here, but definitely get that on the next level. And NAB is just never going to die. There's such people from all over the world travel here, and I love that the most. All over the world, so you see people just coming here for the production.
Literally this year, according to the NAB people, 6 new countries were added. There's over 156. I think that was the number they told us yesterday. 156 different language-speaking countries here this year.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I've spoken to quite a few of them, and it's sexy.
It is.
I'm Gabor, Kertai, CTO of Production Minds, and you're watching Actors Reporter with Kurt Kelly.
And now we turn our spotlight on Jenny Griffin, who is working this year at the Canon booth in Las Vegas at NAB. I'm Kurt Kelly, Live Video Inc. and Actors Reporter. We are at the Canon booth, where we were going to see a lot of Canons, but that's another story. And we bumped into Jenny.
Hi.
Hi, it was fun bumping into you. So tell me, do your feet feel like mine?
Probably sore. Are you sore?
And numb?
Kind of.
I've been asking, where do we find a foot job here? There are people outside who are doing the back, sitting in the chair. That's not my big problem right now.
I don't understand why they don't have foot massages. That's what we all need.
What are the interesting things that have popped out to you? Have you been at this show before?
I have not, actually. This is my first time.
So for a first timer, how is this compared to any other shows you've ever been to?
Actually, I've worked CES quite a bit. And
big show.
Yeah, it kind of compares to that, because this is also a very big show.
Absolutely.
lots of people, and it's a lot of fun, actually. It's a lot of neat products, especially Canon, of course. We kind of rule this show, I think.
Canon has evolved so much further since then when we were first archiving concerts with Eddie Money and other people on Fleetwood Mac to put on the internet and stream back in the mid-90s to where we are today with their new 4K technologies. With the people who are coming to the booth, are they people that are knowledgeable about the product, or are they all coming with a lot of questions?
We get a little bit of both, for sure.
Right.
Yeah. We get some people who pretty much know what's going on and know where we're headed, and how Canon's doing, and the great technology of 4K, and then we get the opposite.
Hi, I'm Kurt Kelly from Actors Reporter and Live Video Inc. Do you hear all the noise inside my head right now? We are live at NAB for 2012, and what we're going to show you is some amazing stuff that has happened here this year and is happening. There's going to be a lot of luminaries, public officials, people who are responsible for the behind the scenes of technology, broadcast, and beyond, and where the future may be headed with your devices in your hand, your pocket, in your office, in your home. 85 plus years now, NAB, the National Association of Broadcasters, has been leading the way for content providers. This year's theme was bringing content to your life. The NAB show has become the home to the solutions that transcend traditional broadcasting and embrace content delivery to new screens in all sizes in new ways. Coming up later in this episode, you'll meet Michael Constantine, who works with Prime Focus, and learn about their new technologies on the cloud. Coming up in this edition of NAB 2012, live from Las Vegas. I'm Kurt Kelly for Actors Reporter and Live Video Inc. Stick around, we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Steve Grillo here at the 2012 NAB convention. I am with BriteShot.com. I'm their promotions director, but you are watching Kurt Kelly at ActorsReporter.inc, ActorsReporter.inc, LiveVideoInc.com.
I'm Erika Blackwell with Erika Live on YBLTV. We're here at the NAB show, and I'm interviewing with Kurt Kelly from the Actors Reporter.
Welcome back to NAB 2012 from Las Vegas. I'm Kurt Kelly for Live Video Inc. and Actors Reporter. And now we meet Michael Constantine, who is with Prime Focus, talking about their new technologies on the cloud. Kurt Kelly, Actors Reporter, at another side of Clear with a gentleman who has literally lived around the world and knows the world well as the marketing director, vice president. Michael.
Thank you very much, Kurt. I'm Michael Constantine. I'm the head of global marketing for the Prime Focus Group, of which Prime Focus Technologies is a very important and increasingly important part. We are a end-to-end visual entertainment services group. We don't just do technology, we're creative. We do VFX, we do 2D to 3D conversion on movies, we make commercial post-production, we do audio, we do the whole shooting match from one end to the other. But increasingly, the technological aspect, as digitization has taken up, is something that is becoming important to us. What some companies can do is be very creative, some companies can be very technology oriented, and some companies can do both of those things and not make any money. The secret in this game nowadays is to put those three things together and try and make it work. Because we're a global company with facilities in 17 different places around the world, from India to North America, Canada, and the UK, we're able to use what we call world sourcing, which is a very interesting concept. It means doing the work in the right place, having the right people doing it where they should be doing it.
So how did they find a person like you with your global experience?
I used to work for a global advertising agency, in fact, a very famous agency out of Chicago called Leo Burnett. And I spent, yeah, you know that, out of Leo Burnett in Chicago. And I was one of those sort of early global people who went out into the world and wanted to become a citizen of the world. So once this company started going global, they needed people who understand globality. I worked on Procter & Gamble. I worked on, in the days when you could talk about this, I worked on Philip Morris, which was on the Marlboro account. I worked on United Airlines. I worked on Kellogg's. I worked on pretty much anything that was global. From the late 70s, I can't tell you exactly now because I may be looking too old, you know.
We may have done some work together. I think I had a script on your name on it. So a company like this is literally forging the way that at some point, hopefully in our lifetime, anything that's ever happened on this planet in an entertainment platform could conceivably be archived through your technology.
Absolutely. I mean, that's exactly what is going to happen. Digitizing assets is a way of future-proofing them. It's a way of making sure that you can monetize them in the future. It's a way of making sure that your assets remain your assets. We can do this. You've heard before that there's an enormous amount of asset out there that needs protecting, and we're here to do just that.
It's interesting because I'm sure the people who were the original producers who are no longer with us of shows like I Love Lucy or even Abbott and Costello had no vision or concept that 100 or more years later people could still be enjoying their art. This brings a whole new dimension to where the future of entertainment can head.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, it's not just future-proofing; it's actually bringing things back from the dead. It's remarkable, I mean, if you not I Love Lucy, of course, she's been gone a long time, but the idea.
Except in the Wax Museum in Hollywood, she's still there.
Except in the Wax Museum, but that's what it's all about. It's about making content down the ages available again, and on any platform that you choose. From a TV to a cinema screen again, restoring this stuff because it's all digital in cinema now as well.
So what's interesting is we won't have to just watch Nick at Night or try and ferret through 5,000 channels to find something that we're truly a fan of. We could, through your archival system, find a way to retrieve it and play it on our own platform devices?
Well, ultimately, I think that's the solution. I mean, the decision-making about content has moved to the consumer now. It's no longer a matter of broadcasters prescribing what people should watch. And if you can't make it available to them, and if you can't make it easy for them to get at it, you have no chance. So I think that's the answer, yeah.
Truly a brilliant concept. Michael, thank you so very much for your time. I wish you huge success, and I'd like to come over and visit you guys when I go to Mumbai later this year.
That would be a pleasure indeed. Please come and see us.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Dave Fusco with T3 Motion. It's great to be here at the annual NAB show with Kurt Kelly and Actors Reporter. It's been a great show. Thank you.
Coming up later in this episode, you'll meet Keith LeSac, who works with Harmonic, talking about a new delivery content system that they have developed and how it works and may speed up and be more cost-effective for those in the future. Ted Sarandos from Netflix talking about their new pioneering technologies and innovations in television original content. I'm Kurt Kelly for Actors Reporter and Live Video Inc. Stick around.
Hi, I'm Dave Asprey with Trend Micro, and you're watching Actors Reporter with Kurt Kelly.
Welcome back to NAB 2012, and now we meet Keith LeSac from Harmonic. I'm Kurt Kelly from Actors Reporter. We're at NAB 2012, and we're continuing with Harmonic, and we have the distinguished pleasure to be here with Keith. And Keith, you've just joined Harmonic.
Well, it's been about 6-7 months. Happy to be here.
And what is your experience with Harmonic so far?
Well, it's been great. It's a great company. It's going places. It's been a player in the industry for over 2 decades now, and we continue to lead.
However, in all my years of broadcasting, Harmonic is a new name to me as a broadcaster.
Well, Harmonic has been a leader in the industry. We're known for our compression technology. Not everybody is really aware of that part of it. It's kind of on the head end side of things. But 2 years ago, we purchased a company called Omnion, which is specialist in media servers and media storage. And that's put us in another dimension, let's say. And here this year at NAB, we've got our biggest booth ever. We're very excited about it. And we're really showing how the two companies, Omnion and Harmonic, how our technologies can mesh and integrate together. We've got 4 main workflows that we're demonstrating our technologies around. Everything from production workflows, moving the signal through your head end until you get to play out. Once you get to play out, moving it up to satellite and for distribution purposes. Also moving it within the plant, encoding, compression, things along that nature, video quality, quality of service, and finally, multi-screen. I think multi-screen is something that's very exciting for us. We know that everybody's watching video on their iPads, their phones. We make an end-to-end solution for getting very high quality video and high definition onto any device. there's not many manufacturers out there who can compete with us on that level.
When you say HD to any device, I could literally to my Android on my hip be watching HD TV?
If you've got the right service provider and that service provider is using Harmonic technology, absolutely.
So you guys are literally cutting the new technology forge, if you will, to open up new pathways, not only to broadcast television via satellite, cable, but now to telephony services as well as internet.
Yeah, we are. I mean, you know, television is not sitting on your couch anymore. It's people want to watch TV, video wherever and whenever they want to. So we make that happen for service providers, for content providers, and there's also a movement to really have good quality video. The novelty of watching video on a handheld is wearing off. Now people want to see high quality video there, and we make that happen.
Well, and I think people don't want to see stored video either. They want to see live content and events that are going on, like this show.
Yeah, absolutely. And our technology can either enable a real-time live workflow or a video-on-demand file-based workflow.
So you guys are like almost a private branded label for the Warner Brothers, the HBOs of the world, who all rely on your service technology.
They absolutely rely on us. The major networks, the MSOs, content providers, we work with all of those companies.
You have a lot of screens going on around us. You're doing more than just content delivery systems that are secure.
Yeah, well, we specialize in compression. We're known for that, a very high quality compression that's taking your video, your content from a baseband domain into a file-based domain. So we're showing that. We're showing new technologies like channel port, which I believe you've seen, which is integrating branded playout into a workflow. So we're really across the board here.
Hi, this is Tom Wilson from Emotion 3D. We're at the NAB show 2012, just wrapping up, and we're very proud to announce that we were ranked #1 in terms of innovative technology at the show. Thank you.
And now our celebrity spotlight, and now we shine our celebrity spotlight on Ted Sarandos from Netflix. NAB recognized Sarandos as a content owner revolutionizing entertainment and gave him a Core Award as a result of his work with Netflix and the company's groundbreaking streaming business model that revolutionizes home entertainment content platform.
That's really nice. Well, we're so happy to be here and so happy to be with Netflix by mail. It's just by mail, right?
We're streaming. We're streaming now, yeah.
Oh, this is streaming?
It's streaming, yes.
Yeah. So that means you need them all. You need them all right away. We don't have that 2-day lag.
No, we got to get them done.
Well, you know, it's such a dream to be able to bring everybody back together, and we're, you know, necessity is the mother of invention. And because everybody's on separate shows, we had this idea that we would kind of do an anthology series and meet the characters where they've been one at a time. And that is now kind of evolving into, really, it's becoming like the old show again, even though the concept is slightly different. And I think we're trying to embrace the technology that Netflix has to offer. I mean, I would say, first of all, there were a couple of places that were in play to take this show. Our very good friend David Nevins, who, you know, we personally are so close to, was at Showtime. Well, they're not going to clap for David. He wouldn't appreciate it. He's changed. You know, it wasn't, you know, as 20th Century Fox is producing and trying to figure out where the best fit was, but I can say from our perspective, there was something very exciting about trying to break the form again. You know, we were very fortunate to even get on the air with a show that I think was very different at its time, and there's just something very exciting about doing that again in this new format, specifically dropping all these episodes at the same time. Dropping, is that the right phrase? Would you say? That's what the kids are saying? Yeah. And what's interesting about Netflix is it gives an opportunity for a lot of those things to live on, and for, you know, I don't think we really could have brought Arrested Development back. Certainly not with the limited cast we have right now, not everyone being available on the same day. Hopefully we'll be able to continue to make them with you and get people more together at the same time. That's our goal. But it really, I think it's going to create a lot of, you know, it feels like the broadcast model makes a lot of people a lot of money, but there's a lot more to be exploited there, a lot of great material that has nowhere to go. And I think Netflix is providing it, so hopefully it'll benefit everybody.
Welcome back to the Actors Reporter with Kurt Kelly. I'm Tom Mikovits here at the South Point. We are going to take the limits high for you. We're here in Vegas and the action is hot.
Coming up on a future episode of NAB 2012, Dennis Wharton, who is the Executive Vice President of NAB, talking about how the show impacts global broadcasting as well as here in the United States. We have continuing coverage of NAB 2012 coming up soon. I'm Kurt Kelly from Live Video Inc. and Actors Reporter. Thanks for joining us. Make entertainment flow even faster and smoother into more platforms that you can be watching your new hip-hop dance choreography lessons on the phone ringing in my pocket.
Exactly. Dance to that right now.
Could you dance to this? Could you? Come on, let's see you do it. You can do it.
I can do the running man.
Come on, I hear her. She's got it down. She's going. Now it's time for the NAB 2012 special bonus moments from Las Vegas.
Thank you, Charlie. Charlie failed to mention that he did all the color correction in Vegas as well, so pretty nice job. I really like that, Charlie. Thank you. So, filmmaker, producer, and musician Chris Brickler runs Xlantic, an international creative collective blending entertainment and technology. Chris uses Vegas Pro to produce webisodes for the Dole Nutrition Institute and to record and produce CDs and videos for his globe-trotting band, Love in the Circus. Please welcome Chris Brickler.
Thank you very much. What an exciting era of time we live in right now, really, with this sort of point of inflection that's happening with the democratization of media and the internet, allowing producers to get out to reach audiences and allow producers like us to produce things on such a different paradigm of expenses and budgets and things like this, where we can actually produce $100,000 looking music videos for, you know, under 10K kind of thing. So it's a really exciting time that we live in, and I'm honored to be back in Las Vegas speaking. I used to speak a lot here on more telecommunication initiatives. I used to run some different divisions at Verizon and British Telecom, and then I kind of made a career choice that I wanted to change the path I was on and really go down a path of creating some of the zeros and the ones versus building the backbone that carried all the zeros and ones. And so I just quit my job. I was on the board of a NASDAQ company, and I just decided I was not going to pursue this any longer, and I wanted to go to a creative path. So I just picked up a camera and went to interview my grandparents, who had been married for 63 years at the time. And I just wanted to interview them about their life and the story that they had, because they shared such a beautiful life together in marriage. And they actually ended up living to celebrate their 70th anniversary. So I created this, I just went to interview them and kind of create a digital legacy of their family, of our family and their legacy. And that project, as I got back to Texas when I was living then, I'm like, what they had to say was really, really powerful, and I think this could be something a little bit bigger. So that's when I first started using Vegas, because one of my friends said, well, you ought to try using Vegas and put your footage in that and blah, blah, blah. So I did that, and then I started interviewing a bunch of young people about relationships, and we created this real juxtaposition about, you know, what in the world is going on in the world about relationships and commitment and marriage and all these things and all these changing social dynamics. So that's kind of the first project that I started, not intending to be a filmmaker at all. I just kind of fell into this, and so it was a real exciting project. And then I created a trailer. AOL saw that trailer and immediately hired me to produce a 32-part series on AOL on single life and dating in America. We did a strategic content deal with YouTube. The first 76-minute cut of a film on YouTube in 2009, we launched and did a weekend release on YouTube and had 230,000 views in 2 days. of a 76-minute film in full HD and subtitled in 120 languages, so people could watch it in other countries and things. So that was a real exciting time. And then we did a series with MySpace, and that was nominated for an Emmy on the same subject. These are all kind of spin-off projects of this relationship documentary I started on Vegas. And that was interesting. That was the first year that the Academy of Arts and Sciences for Television looked at broadband as a legitimate category of entertainment. And they nominated our project, and then kind of went on and did other things. We distributed to home DVD and that kind of thing. But I always kind of spent my life as a musician, and I was not a video editor. I was not a video director. And I just kind of fell into this, but being kind of a creative musician, I found that Vegas was a really strong platform for me to migrate my skills as a music producer to a video producer. So now, fast forward 5 or 6 years later, I feel like I'm pretty comfortable with kind of where I'm at, spending 50% of my time producing music and 50% of my time producing video projects and film and documentary and corporate video projects and things like that. But I guess one cool thing about Sony and working with Sony for the last 6-7 years is that Vegas to me feels like it's kind of like Final Cut meets Pro Tools all kind of in one package, and I don't have to screw around with different softwares, and I can use all my plugins and bring in all this kind of stuff. And I'm not a very technical guy to begin with, so it's a platform that allows me to be super creative, run a bunch of ideas. And I'm just amazed when I work with other editors on projects where I direct and I don't have time to edit, but I have to oversee kind of the editing process. And it's like, and I live in Hollywood, so 99% of the people use Final Cut there, or at least some number lower than that after the big numbers that Sony posted this last year, right? Dave, didn't we have a better year? Oh, yeah. It's okay. So a lot more people are looking at other solutions than Final Cut, and I think that's great because I'm looking over the shoulder at these editors and saying, what, you have to do that, and that to get to there, just to try this idea out? I'm saying, well, let me just show you how this works on Vegas. So I'm kind of like evangelizing Vegas all the time with my community in Hollywood, and it's kind of amusing because I've been kind of a one-man show there for a while doing this. But now I'm starting to see a lot of people starting to look towards other solutions, and we just recently did a deal with HP as well. So we're now a Z800 shop running Vegas. Unfortunately, not the AMD card. After seeing that graph, I think you and I have to talk a little bit. But anyhow, it's been real exciting. Probably the most exciting project that we've got going on in LA right now is what we see on the screen, which is a project called Love in the Circus. And again, I spend half my time producing music, so I produce all the music in the band. I play guitar in the band. We actually do tour around the world and play at different festivals, and that's a real creative outlet for me. The video we're looking at right now, I actually filmed in my backyard in Hollywood. I had about 32 friends come over in circus outfits. I had some friends, a friend of mine brought over a truck with lights, and a friend of mine brought over a laser light. We had a guy bring over a quadroid where we hooked a camera up to a remote control camera that we spun up on top of everybody. But this is all in my backyard, shot on one camera, a Canon 7D. Unfortunately, we didn't have a Sony camera to shoot with at that time. But we did do a 60 frame per second kind of shoot, and then what we did is we took and half-time the music, sped up the music twice as fast. So it was kind of an interesting result there because she was singing twice the speed, everybody was dancing at twice the speed, and then when we brought it back into Vegas, it was really cool because there's no conversion process in bringing the 7D footage straight in. We brought it straight into the system. Half the video and half to speed up the video back to normal, and then brought the music back to the normal speed, and that creates kind of that real floaty kind of environment. So it's kind of a creative approach to put kind of a slick, I guess, presentation on top of a music video. So, I guess all in all, the only thing I can say about Vegas to me is that it's really allowing my creative team to really fulfill its dreams, and we're putting out all these kind of cool videos like you see here. We shot this in Bali, and we did some After Effects layers on top of that, but the whole thing was edited and then colorized in Vegas, and just it's just been a wonderful platform for us to continue to grow our recognition and with Love and Circus and all the other things that we do.